Every neural network, every image generator, every chatbot, every model that has ever surprised you is built from one tiny piece, repeated millions of times. Understand this one piece, and the rest of machine learning stops being magic. So let's build it from nothing. Here's the problem we are trying to solve. We have some input, numbers describing a thing, the size of a house, the pixels of an image, and we want an output, a price, a label, a decision. A neuron is the simplest machine that can learn to turn one into the other. Not by being programmed with rules, but by adjusting a handful of numbers until it gets the answer right. The name comes from biology. A brain cell collects little electrical signals from thousands of neighbors through branches called dendrites. If enough signal arrives, the cell fires, sending its own pulse down the line. If not, it stays quiet. That's the whole idea we're going to steal, gather inputs, weigh them, and decide whether to fire. We're not copying the brain, we're borrowing one beautifully simple principle from it. So let's build the artificial version. Start with the inputs, call them x1, x2, x3. Each one flows into the neuron along a connection, and every connection has a number attached to it, a weight. The weight is how much that input matters. A big weight says, pay attention to this one. A weight near zero says, ignore it. A negative weight says, this one actually counts against the answer. These weights are the entire memory of the neuron. Everything it has ever learned is stored right here in these numbers. Now the neuron does something almost embarrassingly simple. It multiplies each input by its weight and adds them all up. That's it, a weighted sum. If an input is large and its weight is large, it pushes the total up. This single number is the neuron combining all of its evidence into one score. In the language of math, this is called a linear combination, and it's the beating heart of not just neurons, but almost all of deep learning. Let's make it real. Say we are predicting a house price from 3 inputs, its size, the number of bedrooms, and its age. The neuron has learned that size matters a lot, big positive weight, bedrooms matter a little, and age counts against the price, a negative weight. Plug in a specific house, multiply each number by its weight, add them up, and out comes a single score. Change the weights, and you change what the neuron believes about houses. That's the dial we get to turn. There's one more term, the bias, written as B. The bias is a number the neuron adds no matter what the inputs are. Think of it as the neuron's default leaning, how eager it is to fire before it even looks at the evidence. Without a bias, the neuron is forced to pass through zero. With it, the neuron can shift its decision threshold anywhere it needs. Small addition, big freedom. So far, the neuron computes a weighted sum plus a bias. But notice, that is a purely linear operation. Straight lines, flat planes, and the world is not straight. Here's the catch that took researchers years to fully appreciate. Stack 1,000 of these linear pieces and you still only get one big linear thing, a single straight line. To bend, to curve, to capture anything interesting, the neuron needs one more ingredient. That ingredient is the activation function. After computing the weighted sum, the neuron passes it through a simple nonlinear bend. The most common one is called ReLU, and it's almost laughably simple. If the number is negative, output 0. If it's positive, pass it straight through. That little kink is everything. It's what lets neurons combine into curves, surfaces, and shapes of arbitrary complexity. The weighted sum is the linear core. The activation is the bend that makes a neuron more than a straight line. So here is the whole neuron, start to finish. Take the inputs, multiply each by its weight, add them up, add the bias, pass the result through the activation. Out comes a single number. The neuron's answer, inputs in, one number out. Simple enough to hold in your head, powerful enough to be the building block of every model you have ever heard of. But one neuron alone is weak. On its own, it can only draw a single decision boundary, one cut through the data. Give it a classic puzzle, like separating points that cross in an X pattern, and one neuron simply cannot do it. No single line works no matter how you set the weights. The fix isn't a smarter neuron, the fix is more of them. So we put several neurons side by side, all reading the same inputs, but each with its own weights and its own bias. That's a layer. One neuron might learn to detect one pattern, another a completely different one. Where a single neuron sees one feature, a layer sees many at once, each neuron specializing in its own little piece of the problem. And then we stack layers. The outputs of one layer become the inputs to the next. Early layers learn simple things, edges, basic combinations. Later layers build on those to recognize complex things, shapes, objects, meaning. This stack of layers is a neural network, and the depth is exactly why we call it deep learning. Millions of these same little neurons wired in sequence, each doing nothing more than a weighted sum and a bend. But we've skipped the most important word, learning. A fresh network starts with random weights, and it's useless. Its answers are pure noise. Learning is nothing more than adjusting all of those weights and biases little by little until the answers get good. How does it know which way to adjust? That needs a measure of wrongness called a loss and a method for fixing it called gradient descent. And those are exactly where we go next. For now, remember this: a neuron is just a weighted sum and a bend. Everything else is repetition. See you in the next one.